This is what I didn't get done. From not even attempting to not even finishing. So the earrings on the left, I haven't even started on those. I just can't figure out the shape. This, I tried one attempt at soldering that failed. I'm going to try again. These earrings, I can't figure out if I want turquoise or coral. This coral piece, I absolutely fried it. I just won't attempt anything on coral again unless the soldering's way far away from it. This is too hot. This ring's almost done. One side is nicely soldered, the other side is not. I'm learning a lot about this week about soldering stones in place, so I'm taking it slow on this one. So I'm going to try it again. So far so good on the stone. The stone still looks good. It's a gradual learning process, shall we say. This brooch hasn't been attempted anything with that one. This one I tried several different things. This is fine silver and this is sterling. These pieces are. This was originally an old cracked bracelet, and these pieces are hollow and this is solid. So the dissimilar materials are just very hard to join, especially for somebody inexperienced or with little to no experience, learning as they go kind of person. It's not in my realm, okay? So what I'm going to do is this going to be used for something else. I'm going to go to sterling and I'm going to make it as thin as possible so that the two materials are the same or as close as they can be before attempting to join them again. So I'm not giving up on that project totally. This I haven't even attempted. This not attempted. This one I started, but to me it looked Mickey Mouse. I'm going to have to take those loops off and try a different shape or something. I'm waiting for some more materials to come in, and I haven't attempted anything on this. So that's my failures. Those are my failures for this week. It's probably pretty typical. One little note on this. This is another failure for this week, but I think this is a fixable failure. I soldered a solid gold band onto a antique paste stud. Okay, the stone still looks nice, but if you look, one side looks relatively okay, and then the other side looks horrible. What caused this? This is from putting this into pickle after I'm done, and pickle and steel makes everything turn, will give you a layer or a coat of anything from a pink to a really ugly black. So I think this is a combination of steel and possibly something else on the base of this stud. It was not solid gold and I knew it wasn't, but I was mistakenly stuck it in the pickle. So if you're ever suspect about a material, don't put it in pickle, okay? You'll just have to clean it manually by scrubbing. So I think this will scrub off. One side is done, the other is not. Here's a partial grouping of what I accomplished this week in terms of converting. Okay. These were antique hairpin ends. They're sterling twisted. To me, they look like snakes. So now they're turquoise earrings. This is just a nice watch that was, we added a slide. Vintage chain. It's just a beautiful watch. We didn't do much to it other than clean it and add the slide. These are something I create. They're new gemstones in these antique watch pieces. Okay, just a love token. This is this is all antique. All of it's antique. The only thing that wouldn't be antique would be the soldering and a few of the little jump rings. But this is all joined. It has a push clasp that connects at the front. Okay. This is a vintage. It was now a bracelet. It used to be two sections that weren't long enough, but now it's a bracelet. Slightly off on one end, but that's okay. There's the chatelaine. It is now a complete bracelet. Changed my location. This is now a bracelet. It's just antique chain. I need to find something to put right there though. new pearls on my yellow. Another fob that we create. This was a stick pin conversion. It's now a pendant. There's the chatelaine. This is a double ringed from a cloak pin. It is now a double chained finger rings, midi rings, however you want to say it. Those are faceted citrines. This is, I think it's gold cased. I've looked at it carefully. It solders well, so there's a lot of gold in it, but it is not solid gold. I first thought it was solid. This is the little glass fob wax seal that was loose. It is now encased in gold fill, ready for pendant. This turned out differently than what I originally planned, but I'm happy with it. There's some more earrings. Turquoise on the Danish paste, Georgian paste stick pin conversions with a Danish earring watch chain links with turquoise. There's some Niello with on silver with coral, and this is a little fob that was just really in horrible shape. I cleaned it and soldered it. It is now a pendant that can hold a locket. Has wonderful detail and kind of mangled on the back, but I left it that way. So that's what I finished this week. Now I'm in a third location. This is for this next week. I've got stick pins, they're all gold. Various types of stones, some paste, enamel, opal, diamond, moonstone. Some are antique, some I'm not so sure about. This one, I don't know. Possibly antique, possibly more vintage. I'm doing this one just to see if I can figure out how to solder with enamel. So I'm going to try to make this into a ring, and if I'm successful in keeping the enamel cool enough so that it doesn't change color or anything else like that, then, you know, this is a test. I know this is very vintage, but it is solid gold, so it's worth fooling with to see if I can do enamel soldering. So the stones I'm most worried about are these paste stones where there's just glass. When it's glass, it can't survive the heat as well as a ruby, a sapphire, or a diamond. And so all these paste stones are going to be harder to do. And a lot of jewelers don't even mess with them. So, okay. These are a couple of gold ones I just haven't finished. This has a diamond bead that I can't quite get set like I like yet. So I'm still working on these. This is going to be a ring. It's just a nice antique sterling brooch pin, but I thought it would make a really nice ring. This is just an antique locket. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this yet. I've got a sliver, a part of a slide in it. The front was gold, the back was some sort of gold fill. I took the back off. It is now a remnant. I just don't think I can do anything with it safely with my setup. So I'm going to put it in a locket. I'm going to put some other things around it. There's a gold bead. This is a gold bead from a stick pin, which I'm going to make into rings or charms. Here's a ring that I'm replacing the stone with. The stone in it had a crack. So I'm going to put the faceted citrine gemstone in it. And I haven't quite figured out how to finish it, but I think I know what I'm going to do. This is just some hammered gold I worked on. I'm going to make these into earrings. Okay, just some hammered gold loops that I just started experimenting with. They're different colors, so the earrings are going to be slightly different. So I'm probably going to add some other stones to them so that these will be a pair of earrings but different. Okay, there's a slide. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do with this yet. It's just a very nice silver slide. And then these are large from a watch chain. These are large ends that were damaged. So these are going to become earrings. I'm going to have to fix the tops, make sure they match, get rid of any problems. So I think these will turn out okay. Those are going to become large earrings. This is a brooch I'm pounding on, trying to get rid of that dent. I'm not getting very far. I think it's become too hard. Metal has become too hard to move now. So I think I'm going to give up on this because I don't want to damage it. I'm going to get rid of the jet set, unset it. That pin in back is causing problems, but I don't want to get too drastic on this, so I'm going to leave it like it is. Okay. And here's the leftovers from last week I need to work on. This is a neat sterling, actually coin holder, antique sterling coin holder. It's an American, and it has a problem with the hinge, as you can see. I think I can fix that. The hinge is coming apart. The hinge pin is coming out, so I'm going to have to work on that. Okay.